It's Week 16 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see this team's leader at quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. We can hardly wait for the start of this one on EA Sports.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side seeking the sweep and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds contempt.
It breeds contempt.
Yeah.
These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things in the papers. They don't want any bulletin board material. But the fact is, you know your division foes better than anybody, and they know you. And that familiarity does bring a little extra heat into this matchup.
The holidays have arrived. Thank you for spending a part of them with us. We're away in Week 16 on EA Sports. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. And leading them out in his 9th NFL season, he experienced a real resurgence last year. It's Jared Goff.
Kate, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared Goff. There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position, but Jared's just a throwback, a guy that understands the timing and the precision. I love that he knows what he is and what he isn't when it comes to his skills, and it's why he's been able to flourish in multiple places and why he continues to sustain a lot of success in this league.
It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So second down coming up. Goff back to throw. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is that the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally. Without routes...
Oh, he loses the football. Scooped up by the defense. And what a way to begin the scoring, Brock, as they take it back for the touchdown. These guys take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. He took off with it, which they give him full license to do when he sees an opening, Brock, but he couldn't keep it secure, and it winds up in a defensive touchdown.
Kate, I played for coaches that when you scramble, they force you to have two hands on the ball because they know this. They know these defenders love for these moments. They attack the looseness of that ball security. Quarterbacks, unlike running backs, don't always know how to tuck that ball away. In this defense, well, they took advantage.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Lions and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown getting set for their next drive. And he's been having such a great season in this offense. You can see actually top 5 in the league in receiving touchdowns so far. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. One of the tight ends motioning right. On 1st down, it's Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This dude is putting together some kind of game today. When he scored that touchdown earlier, we knew we had to keep an eye on him. And no surprise, here he is making yet another huge impact play.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Dialing up a receiver screen. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. Punt meets him at the 28. And he rips this all the way to the red zone. Excellent return. Oh, he nearly took this one all the way. Huge return that easily could have ended with 6. And they've got a short field here. They'll start this drive at the 20-yard line. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
He's got to be thrilled about getting this type of field position to begin the game. No pressure to mount some sort of long, sustained drive. Nope, your special teams put you in a special position to take advantage here early with a touchdown.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Get the fullback involved here. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Going right back to the fullback, next play. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. It's going to be a pickup of about 2. That leaves him with 3rd and 9. Now we're on the counter. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. So some time to maybe reconsider what to do on 4th down. That's the end of the 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. More coming up after this quick break. Trying to push this past the marker. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And Brock, these guys are still searching. They are still searching for their first points, but beyond that, they don't even have a 1st down yet.
Not even one?
No, they're still searching. I know. That's St. Brown working the sideline, complete. And he's going to go out of bounds up past the 15. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 17. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Defense with an excellent opportunity and a stop here on 3rd down. Rush coming for Goff. Coops beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Goff on 1st and 10. He finds bouncing football. Recovered by the defense. And they finish the return to the end zone. Touchdown! These guys grow their lead just before halftime. Well, Brock, you and I know after that first turnover, they were able to tank back. They were looking for another one, and lo and behold, they found it.
You felt it. I felt it.
Yep.
Everybody in the stands felt it. It wasn't just good enough to get the takeaway. They wanted to one-up what they did earlier, and look at the celebration now.
Extra point attempt coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And these guys double their lead to 14. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Returning it from the 4. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call. 1-844-MADDEN. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And it's picked up by the defense. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
The home teams and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And it's been impossible to contain this guy as both a passer and a runner all season. Late in the year, look, he's the leader among quarterbacks in rushing yards. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19,
Throwing now, following the turnover. Flush down out to his left. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
From the red zone now. He's on the move. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back now, pressure on its way. Getting out to his left. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Now the offense is going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. Escapes the pocket. And they take this in for the score. These guys get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one right down the middle. And his guys stretch their lead to 21. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Starting from the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. He takes a knee, and that's going to run out the final couple seconds of half number 1. So it feels like we just started, and already we're at halftime. Now we'll toss things to Jonathan Coachman in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got?
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit.
For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Giants who have the lead as they approach halftime. Daniel Jones has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. The Bills looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. 3 touchdown passes there for Will Levis. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. This return starts at the 5. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Crosses midfield, and he's still going. It doesn't look like it. He makes it in for the touchdown. These guys were running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. The advent of a new style of kickoff in 2024 created all sorts of new strategies to generate big returns. And Brock, here, we see their own design executed to perfection to spring them for 6.
Yeah, I don't know if we've seen a rule change that has invigorated special teams coaches, head coaches, all the coaches, as much as this one did this offseason, each looking for their own wrinkle to try to throw in there and do what we just saw, break it the length of the field for 6 big points.
That one splits the uprights. And these guys grow their lead yet again. After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Fielded at the 7. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And you tell us this all the time, Brock. Touchdowns aren't the only stats that make a quarterback, right? Yep, he's nodding right now. But the absence of any from his ledger, well, that's problematic. And his struggles are indicative of the challenge that this offense as a group has really been fighting all game long. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Goff. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why. And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose. Goff on 3rd. He lets one fly deep downfield. Looking for Williams, and it's intercepted. I I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And his touchdown, another one for him this season, as he continues to sit among the NFL's best at punching it in himself this year. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Escapes out to the left. He's running with it. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Oh, he's going for it again. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. When we bring this game to a close, Brock, I think one of the stories we're all going to be talking about is the type of showing this guy's had, not spinning the ball, but running it.
It's been just gritty. It's been determined, kid. It's been tough. And when they needed a play, he's dug deep and he's willed this offense forward, coming through with the type of run the moment asked for.
And he's able to get this down to the 13. They gain 14 on the play, and they'll have 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him, calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense. You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's been a great time at the stadium for this crowd. Their side has turned this into a blowout as we start the 4th. Here he is on 3rd and long. Rolling left, buying some time. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a 1st down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Fullback trying to power it across. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. These guys continue piling it on here in the 4th. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one right down the middle. And his guys continue piling on to this lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Starting from the 5. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. The Lions offense returning to the field. And as we're being reminded of watching this package, there have been quite a few mad scrambles for the football in this one. Heck, a lot. And unfortunately, they haven't always been there to make the recovery.
Yeah, I think this is twofold, Kate. I think, number one, this is a defense who has studied its opponent and their tendencies well, knowing there were opportunities to rip the ball out of their hands. And then offensively, this has been a mess. And this is one of those games where it's just error after error after error, and you know they typically come back to bite you. Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 30 on second down. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! It's picked up by the defense.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not going to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
This offense ready to get going again now. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has all of its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, a good chance they just let it run. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Oh, love this. He gets another one. Keep feeding that fullback, baby. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, how often do we talk about awareness, and it's always offense, offense, offense? Well, this is a great case for the defensive awareness. The ball went to a secondary ball carrier, and the defense was aware enough to cut him down for a big red zone stop.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Now, they don't need points anymore, Brock, but can they resist piling on? Let's see. It's 1st and goal. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. These guys throwing 6 more on the blowout. Nobody counted on a return trip to the end zone for him, partner, and maybe that's why it worked out for his 2nd score of this game.
Yeah, and if 2's good, make him stop this fullback because the dude is on fire.
Let's go. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Extra point sent right down the middle. And these guys continue adding on to that lead. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Oh, he's out of time, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. What a game for our winners as we say thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.